Hello and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So this is a special edition. This is I asked the creator of this, crap, I'm gonna butcher his name. He is on Discord. His name is Argagantitis. I probably said that wrong and I apologize in advance, but I do the best I can. He made this helper tool that has a lot of functionality that I thought would be useful to you guys. I will include a link to it in the description below, but we're going to cover some of the features. So first, it has a castle upgrade cost calculator, a hero upgrade cost calculator, so you can see, how much it costs. Like, for example, we'll go from 1 to, I don't know, let's say 5,000. And that's 7 billion gold and 5 point, we'll go 8 billion and 5 billion. And let's go from 5,000 to 6,000. And you can see that's almost 5 billion and 4 billion. So that's why I say it's pretty easy. It's pretty cheap to get everybody up to level 5,000 that you use. After you get to 5,000 to 6,000, it's much, much more expensive. That's where I really feel like it starts to get a lot more expensive. And that's kind of why I'm going around and leveling up everybody to 6,000 and not just focusing on Christian. Because, like, look, Christian's 6,500. And let's say we're going to get him up then. Let's say get him 1,000 levels. And that is basically equivalent of getting... This is more than getting somebody 1 to 5,000. So 1,000 levels on Christian right now is basically worth getting anybody else on the team up to 5,000. So that's kind of why... If you're wondering why all of a sudden I seem to be promoting everybody else, it's because it gets so expensive. And again, once we get everybody to 6,000, we are going to get Austin, and based on this, I think we will just get, and see, 17 billion, it just gets crazy. Based on this, we might try Austin just at 5,000, see how he does. Because, yeah, that's not a huge investment. That's about 2.5 days, roughly, maybe a little bit more. No, this is more like 5 days. This is about a week. No, this is... No, 5 days, right. So we'll be able to see how he does there. So it also has the Ascension calculator. So if you're starting out and you want to know what it takes to get like Luke from there to there, it takes 4,715 shards and 177 Ascension stones. So you should never need more than about 4,700 shards for any given hero. And probably less than that. And this is promoting the archer gear, so if you wanted to go all the way, it's 10 million steel. Again, most likely you would start from here. But this will let you calculate, like, okay, if I need to get that, okay, I need 1,500 per piece. This is, almost, excuse me. This is a little less than 2 million, etc. So you can kind of plan things out. And finally, this is really important because, like, for example, I had the legendary 5-star bow, or sorry, arrow. Sorry, let's pick arrow. It was 52. Now I was going to have an S rank mythic. And of course, everything would be plus 12. And you could see the difference here. So you could see very clearly that it wasn't worth it. And it's not even really worth it at a plus 12 to go there at mythic 5. So if you had, like a 42 bow, you can say, oh, okay, well, it's clearly there, but not there. So this kind of would let you play around with when to promote. This is your I didn't even see this. This is your farming calculator, so 8650. And we will go 25 seconds. And we will say we farm for 14 hours a day. And we should get 4. So this lets you calculate out what you should get. Oh, this is the per hour, and this is the total. So I should get 5,000 Ascension stones, 314 million hero seals, or not hero seals. That's soul stones. 4,100 hero seals, 11,000 gear seals, and 2,000 runes, and about 800 something million gold. I guess you could add more than one. Like, let's... So you can actually do a comparison here, like if you're trying to figure out which one's the best. And you can see, like I did actually try this, and it probably is about 30 seconds. And just because of the higher cycle time, this, like, I only would farm 9350 like before I was going away, and I knew I would be gone longer than my metals would last. Because then it doesn't matter. I get slightly more because you're not doing a perfect one. But you can actually sit here and experiment. I didn't even know about this feature to figure out what stage to farm. So that should be very helpful too. And then there's an actual calculator to help you pick what stage to farm. Because, so for example, I do this one. Oh, sorry, this is your current stage. So I'm at... You didn't see that. And so if I wanted to farm this now... For me, we'll just do 10,000. So you can go and say, okay, 1999, and this is shoes. And let's see. You know what, let's go to... Because this is one I know I farm. And this drops everything, and it drops the gloves, and this is how you can find one quickly. And same thing. And again, it drops everything, but again, it takes longer, so it's not really worth it. But you can see that it drops 4-star gear. And then you go... And I think the pattern breaks after this, where we find them, and this is 5-star gear. Again, I'm not farming either of those. I'm really farming this guy right here. But if you're looking for a certain pattern of enemies, so this will help you do it. So I usually always farm with the little orc guy, and where's the little human dude? There he is. I always farm those stages. So if you're somewhere and you're like, I want to farm a stage like Zerdan farms, here you go. This is a calculator that lets you do that. And it lets you go back further, because obviously, like, for example, if you're at this stage, you're not farming the stage right before that. You'd be farming probably 5850, depending on what your cycle time is. Finally, there's also a King's Ruins calculator. This is how I found out about 13,320. And you can put this in, and I have asked for a few extra features here. But this is really important because the pattern breaks after this stage. 10,141 has I think that's when the different pattern starts, but let's go here. And the reason I picked this one is you can see 3 AoE waves, 2 AoE waves, and then 6, that's the 6th AoE wave right there, and a 7th one right there. So it has 7 AoE waves out of 15 stages, they're so much faster. Not only that, if you look, you have slow, slow, fast, fast, fast. So you start out with 2 slow stages, and then the rest of the stages are fast. So you could theoretically, I would use the buffs on stage 3, die on stage 6, then do a quick 9, 12, and 15. So this is I'm not there yet, but this is basically I'm going to push 20 stages just to get this pattern. And again, now if I want to do the whole thing, I have a bad stage 4, stage 7, 10, 11, and 13 and 14. So 4, 7. Yeah, so you still have to do 6 bad stages, which isn't terrible. That actually brings your, how many tokens you would use down to 6. I don't know which of the, but that's a huge improvement based on where we're on now. And these stages are so much quicker that's why I'm going to push to this stage, just to get to this quicker King's Ruins. And plus, the most important part is if for some reason I'm late and I need to use all 10 sweeps, I only have 2 slow stages, which is 3 and 6, and everybody else should be a quick stage. So I could probably do it in like 20 minutes if I needed to. Alright, that's just the home page. Then there's a heroes page. And if we go to the detailed view, it gives you a detailed view of Gabriel. You can set his star level. You can set his level. Yeah, I wish I had a 20,000. Well, I'd rather have a 20,000. It gives you an approximation of his DPS. Oh, you know what? We didn't even make him. And, you can do the same with Christian. And you can see the big difference in their DPS. And of course, you have to remember this is without buffs. This is without Luke. This is without Tristan, etc. So this is a very loose calculation of DPS. And I mean, we can do it with Julian, because for some reason Julian's like a fan favorite. Everybody loves Julian, but I think Anthony is vastly superior to Julian. Okay, and they move up. They must have some ranking. So you can see he has almost 1.1 million, which is nothing. Gabriel has 2.1 million attack, almost 2.2. And he would have a 21%, and he has 27. So I don't know why everybody likes Julian so much. It's kind of curious. Where's our boy? He's down. He's got to be down here in the dumps. How bad does Diego scale compared to everybody else? Okay, so Diego's up here. He has... Ooh, that's terrible. Actually, I guess not... yeah, he's got about 2/3 of the attack of Julian. A little less than that. So yeah, he doesn't scale very well at all. But again, you're not using him for damage. You're using him for his stun. Because his stun is 70% for 6... that should... I don't know why these aren't filling in. I don't know if there's a reason why these aren't populating, but it should be 6 seconds, and it should be 3 seconds, and this should be 70%. So that's why we use Diego. But that's kind of neat. And there's a tier list here. Now this tier list is... like, I don't think Mason makes a cut anymore because there's more of a focus on DPS. Marion definitely would replace Mason. Yeah. Camila, some people swear by Camila over Harold, but I mean, again, this is just a thing. This isn't as up to date as what's in the Discord. I'll tell you that. And okay, that's based off the spreadsheet. That's why. Then there's also Conquest rewards. You can go in here. Oh, I didn't even know you could put the... oh. Picks the guys out for you. So if you actually build your team in here... oh, okay, I see. And you can go in here, and you can set everything's level to 10, and you can kind of see what your rewards would be. This tells you the unlock of when does the Archer Blueprints unlock, which after you start promoting your gear, this becomes really irrelevant, because so you can get 5-star blue gear, basically 6,500. At 6,500, you can promote all the way to legendary 4-star. So very irrelevant. You're going to do your Archer promoting probably around either starting at this stage or this stage when you get 1-star or 2-star blue gear, and you'll just promote everything well beyond the patterns that drop. This really becomes just this is only for steel at that point. They just give you more steel. Now you can see that the Archer promote, again 6,500, then 76. So this has a nice little table there. It also has the hero gear, and again, and it's because I set the stage at 8651, so that's why it's highlighting these. And again, that's 13,270 or 273. That's why I didn't go any higher than 13,300. Again, no rewards that give you power after that, really, except for one thing. Now this is Ultra Summon gear. Yeah, see, this is the gear stage. This is why we went to 25, 13,300. Now the Sanctuary runes. This is where it gets interesting. I can only unlock right now stage 24. I will have you remember that I am still at stage 16. So when I get to stage 24, I might have to actually go push. But again, we're all the way up here, and you can see how much XP that is. And we are at this, and we're not even close to finishing that. Finally, archer quality / property craft rates. This is just a chart to show you have a 0.3% basically of getting the S tier frost gear. Or if you want to use another element, be a rebel, you have the other ones there. I just don't recommend lightning because of how the stun works. Frost is really good. Frost is really, like, if you're looking for straight crowd control, Frost beats lightning every day of the week. I can't really say how good poison or fire are. Alright, so event dungeons. I think this is the last page. Yeah, the last one. So the event dungeons is just a list if you're curious. So again, with the stage I put in, you know what? Let me go and put my actual stage in. 13,300. Go to the event dungeon page. Clearly, you can. Oh, it did not update. Oh, it didn't. Oh. Oops. Okay, there we go. Did it update? Yes. Okay. Yeah, so you can see clearly 108, and then you can. But if you're curious, like if you're way up here and wondered what the rewards are, you can look down and see all the rewards on this nice little chart. And again, like the only difference between this and this, now again, I would push to 4,100, so I'd be right about here. At that point, it maybe depends. It makes sense to just go to like 14,425, and then we'd have to find a good King's Ruin stage. But it would make some kind of sense to get to here. You know, assuming you have mythic runes unlocked. You need to have that unlocked first. And the only reason would be for the extra hero seals, of course. None of these rewards like scale, like worth a damn. It's actually kind of, it's like kind of sad. Like an extra 1 million gold is not worth the extra time in King's Ruin, in my opinion. So I did ask him if he could make some improvements to the King's Ruins, just so we could go like. At this point, when I save a stage, I always want to be on a 0 or a 5. Just because I want to make sure I get all the different gear. Like, I don't want to idle at a stage where I'm getting, oops, I don't know why I'm doing this, 13,321, but where I'm only getting weapons, for example. Because then all my auto rewards are going to get weapons, and I'm have too many weapons. I especially don't want to do it to a stage that has shoes. A stage that has shoes, like a 13,319 or something like that, that would just be god-awful. Like the last thing I want to do is end up on a stage that's a 4 or a 9 where I get shoes. I already have like an exorbitant amount of shoes compared to everything else. So, once again, thank you for watching. I hope you found this kind of preview of this beneficial. I'm going to go ahead and post this video up as soon as I finish it. And I'll add this into the comments. So, once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, please say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And thank you again. I hope you have a great day.